what we do is to build capacities of students, teachers, lecturers, and other community members. You know, at times when these things happen, they also become confused. They don't know what to do. So we have been trying to establish muster points in various schools that, okay, if anything happens, for us to be able to account for what happened, this is where you gather. And then when we have that, we know what we are looking for. Look at the unfortunate incident of Kuriga, for instance, because it's the most recent, that I keep on referring to it, where even the media reported that over 200 were kidnapped. It was because there was confusion. Nobody really knew how many people were taken away. When in that school, those who were giving figures didn't know until things calmed down and we are able to see the exact figure of what. So we have been training them on. We have been building capacity on how to ensure calmness in case of accidents. You ensure calmness. You also know what to do. If there is need for you to hide, you will hide. If there is need for you to run, you will run. For instance, you can also, if you also do it wrongly, there will be problem. People who are trying to run, when you see gunmen and you are trying to run, you could be gunned down. So when we build your capacity, if you have a place where you can hide, you hide. If there is need for you to also plead, you plead, and so on and so forth. But running could be so risky because when you are running, the gunmen knew that they will know that as you are running, you are going to attract help. So they gun you down. So it could be risky. So, but we discovered that in cases, in such cases, people will just be trying to, they don't know what to do. Confusion will set in. So one of the things that we are doing is to build a capacity in security consciousness, security awareness, and how to respond to crisis, so that people will know how to. So we have been conducting drills on various threats. We conduct drills on rape. We conduct drills on kidnapping. We conduct drills on gun attack and all that for various schools.
What I want to ask was about how school personnel training is conducted to handle the security threats and emergencies. You've already touched on some aspects of it. I don't know whether there's any other thing you wanted to add to that.
What we have been doing, it has to be huge. It has to be simultaneous. There's no way you can train one school today and then you think that school will go to other school to start training them. So where we're actually going is to train teachers. We are going to empower teachers. There is one favorite story that I always relay when I'm talking about this. In Pakistan today, there's what they call Asan Day. Asan Day is a day in Pakistan that they remember every now and then, every year. Then who was Asan? Asan was just a 14-year-old boy. He saw some people coming to their school. He saw one man coming to their school and he said, this man dresses like a terrorist. Our teacher has told us that this is how terrorists dress. Our teacher has told us that this is how terrorists dress. I am going to confront him. His colleagues were dragging him back, but Hassan forced himself and confronted the man. As he was dragging with the man, the bomb went off. It killed Hassan. It also killed the man. Now, if that man should go into that school, so just like what happened in Bunyadi, so if that man should enter that school, so many teachers, children will also be killed. Now, I always say it, if that man should come to any school in Nigeria, our own child here will take him to the principal's office. Because we have not been telling them the risk and all that. I've been to many schools and I will discover that it was even a student that will open gate for me, the main gate. So what we are trying to do now is to build the capacity of teachers, and we are going to make it simultaneously. What we will do is we are going to train the trainer for few teachers, who will also go back to probably want to train some teachers. Then they will go back to their schools and train more teachers. And every day, we have developed a monograph for these tips. Every day, 2-3 minutes on the assembly, they will educate their pupils before they go in. Monographs. They're just small pocket books with these tips. And then we have divided it into weeks. Week 1, if we are going to talk about the issue of rape, in week 1, rape will be discussed in all schools in Nigeria for that week. So children can also come out, students can come out and even discuss it among themselves. In our school today, they talk about rape. I will say, yeah, they did the same thing in our school. And we cannot achieve that until we build the capacity of teachers. So that is what we are about to do now. Apart from the part that we have been going to school to build their capacity one by one, but we know that before we will go around 155 thousand plus schools, about 200 schools, it will be difficult. So when we build the capacity of teachers, we will train the trainers. The teachers will go back to their locality, train more teachers, so that everybody will be on the same page, and children will not know. Don't also forget that schools are not static. Now, if you train somebody in SS3 today, is going to leave the school. She's going to leave the school, and another person is coming from GS1, and probably somebody is not even old enough to start school. So it will be a rotating. By the time you will leave a secondary school or primary school in Nigeria, you will be a mini security conscious person. You will know. So we won't be behaving the same way we have been behaving. So there's need for us to start behaving differently, and that is what they do in some other countries. And again, we are trying to build a kind of relationship between members of the public and security operatives. We are trying to build the culture of being friendly with security operatives. That I said, you must have fallen victim of somebody harassing you. Maybe you are crying for biscuit as a boy of 5 or 6, and somebody is pointing to somebody, say, see police. Now, if you have been doing that to our children, they will grow up thinking that anybody in uniform is a terrorist. He will deny me. So nobody want to talk to people in uniform. And up to now, you see many people don't really have courage to go and report anything. So, but when we build this culture of friendship with the children, when they need help, they can call for one. We conducted a survey, a research of recent, where we interviewed 100 children, and we were asking them questions. How many of you had a handshake with a policeman before? Out of the 100, only 2 of them said yes. And out of these 2, one of them is a daughter of a policeman. Now, we now ask, how many of you have had a handshake with a soldier before? All of them chorus, soldier about, you know, when they don't like you, people who is afraid of you cannot seek help from you. So it's part of why we are trying to go to school and let them be friendly, so that when they are growing, and don't forget, look at what happened in some other clime. It is the children in some other clime, like UK, like US, it is children that will use police to harass their parents. But here, it is even the parent that you still, they have all authority over the child, they will still want to harass him with people in uniform. So we have to change this culture. Otherwise, nobody will. That is why you see lack of trust. Because if I don't trust you as a kid, there's no way I can start trusting you as an adult. So and when people don't trust you, there will be no cooperation. People don't want to cooperate with that. That's why you have not been seeing people reporting. They will tell you that if you report now, you don't know. You know, we have been sloganeering. If you see something, say something. But I can tell you that people are now saying that if you say something, you will see something. So we have to. Those are the issues that we have to deal with. But then we are able to do with all that. I can assure you that the country will be as safe as anything. Not only schools. The culture of safety and protection and security will have gone round, and the country, the entire nation will be better for it.